Hello everyone, Ryan here from ecommerceintelligence.com. Today we are talking how to suppress a list in Klaviyo or a segment or just suppressing any group of profiles that you want to ensure do not receive email campaigns in the future. We're going to show you exactly how to do it, how to undo it, and which situations you might want to actually suppress people, and a few things that you really need to know before you start suppressing big groups of people. So let's start with that. Now, a few things you need to know before suppressing. Suppressing is not permanent, but deletion is. So you can either suppress or delete people in Klaviyo. If you delete them, they are gone. You do not get them back unless you re-upload them or you pull them in from your ecom platform again, okay? If you suppress them, they are still in Klaviyo, you just don't get charged for them, and it's not permanent. You can unsuppress them at any time. So if you decide that for some reason you need to email this group of people again, you change your mind, your circumstances change or whatever, unsuppressing is very, very easy. So it's never a permanent thing. If you delete them, that is very, very permanent. Now, suppression of profiles means that you keep all of their historical data, okay? If you delete the profiles, you do not keep the historical data. So if you suppress 10,000 people today, the data that they contributed to previous campaigns and flows, the clicks, the sales, the opens, etc., that will stay in your reports. If you delete them, a lot of the information in your historical reports is going to change. So just keep that in mind, because that's obviously not ideal. Suppression is much better from that point of view. Suppressed profiles do not contribute to your monthly Klaviyo bill. So even though they'll be in your account, you're not going to get charged for them. Okay, you don't need to completely delete them to make sure you do not get charged. Now, suppressing people to reduce your bill is now going to become much more important in Klaviyo as of February 2025. Previously, you could get away with not really doing it. You could just make sure that you're only emailing engaged people, and you could just have a huge amount of people in there that were kind of active, but you weren't being charged for if you had an older account. A lot of brands that I speak to have kind of been doing that. But as of February 2025, you need to be a lot more strict about suppressing people to keep your active profiles and your Klaviyo bill as low as possible. I have another video on that. Now, lastly, you need to know that suppression does not remove people from SMS or push notifications if they're currently getting those. Suppression is just for email campaigns, okay? So if you suppress them, they absolutely will not receive emails until they're unsuppressed. But if they can get SMS and push, then they're going to continue getting those. So you need to remove them from those campaigns manually. So now we know that, let's look exactly how to suppress, and it is super, super easy. So here we are in Klaviyo. This is one of the brands that I work with. We have a list of their lists and segments here that are currently active. And this brand actually wants to suppress all customers and subscribers from the country of Canada, because for the meantime, they can't actually sell to Canada anymore. That may or may not change in the future. So we're going to suppress them for now so they don't receive any email campaigns. And we've still got all their stats in the account, and then we can still bring them back in the future if we decide to unsuppress them. So I'm just going to click on this box here. With the three little dots, we're going to go suppress current members. And now this is a segment, but if this is a list, is exactly the same thing. We're going to see this warning sign here that just lets us know, what we're actually doing. It's going to say here, you can see it doesn't change anything around SMS or push notifications. And it only suppresses people that are in this segment right now. So obviously segments can change all the time. If this was like a dynamic segment, which it technically is a dynamic segment. So if someone is not in this segment right now, they're not going to be suppressed, okay? So this process is exactly the same for a list or a segment. So I'm going to click bulk suppress, and it basically just says, you can see there the green notification that these members are being suppressed, and that is it. It's done, okay? So those people will now not receive any email campaigns. They might receive SMS, they might receive push if they are qualified for those campaigns, but they would not receive email. If I want to undo that and we want to email Canadian subscribers again in the future, I will just go here. We would do unsuppress current members, and that would do the exact same thing in reverse, and they will instantly be back in the account. It just takes a couple of minutes, especially if you have a large segment like this, which is almost 10,000 people. But that is it. That is all you need to know about suppression. If you want help with your Klaviyo account, either optimizing your list to save on billing or just to get a better performance, get more of your subscribers turned into customers, more of your customers turning into repeat buyers through the email and retention channels, just go to ecommerceintelligence.com. The link's in the description, and I would love to help you. Thanks.